Hi Libra, come through for your crystal messages. Libra, Sun, Moon and Rising. What does Spirit want you to know at this time? Okay, let's shuffle your crystal oracle cards first and then we'll tap in with the crystal tarot deck. Libra, Sun, Moon and Rising. What messages does Mother Earth want you to know at this time? Messages from the crystals. Libra, Sun, Moon and Rising. There's one. Get you one more. First one is Moonstone. There you are, Moonstone. This is about change, balance and femininity. Linked to the water element and the third eye chakra. So the affirmation on the card is, I welcome new paths with intuitive balance and inner harmony. Well, you're the scales, Libra. You represent that balance and harmony. And this crystal will definitely support you to do that. This crystal is also linked to the third eye, which means you may be going through a third eye activation at this time. Perhaps you're a bit afraid of where you're being guided to, what you're seeing with your third eye. The Moonstone is linked to feminine energies, and we know the feminine is the intuition, divine wisdom. But it says don't fear the changes, to embrace them, because it's the natural cycles of life and you flow with these cycles. Okay, we also have Celestite. This is linked to inner peace, harmony and purity, linked to the air element, and the chakras are throat and crown. So this crystal supports you to silence the mind. It says silence is a source of strength. I welcome a quiet mind and soul. So in order to hear the messages, you have to silence your mind. You have to tap into your feminine energy, which is the receptive energy, which is more, you know, calm, being in a calm space to allow the messages to come through. So you need to be in harmony, in peace and in a balanced state to receive the messages in a balance. So what I'm picking up is you may not be in a balanced state. And so perhaps you're a bit confused as to the direction in which you're being guided to at this time. Perhaps you can't hear the messages clearly. But these two crystals will definitely support with this, Moonstone and Celestite. The affirmation is silence is the source of strength. I welcome a quiet mind and soul. So letting go of emotions such as anger, resentment and negative moods to be able to raise your frequency enough to open up that crown chakra and to receive the information, and then being able to communicate it clearly with the clear, balanced throat chakra. Okay, so you're dealing with water and air, representing the heart or spirit. Spirit can be represented as water as well, and communication. So you may be receiving messages, but you're unsure as to what they're trying to tell you, or you're unsure as to whether you can trust them, or if they're, you know, if they're real, or if it's your ego. You have to silence that ego, that loud ego that wants to take over, and allow that quiet, subtle spirit, your intuition, that higher self to speak up and speak through. Bottom of the deck is black obsidian, so you have got protection. It says it is safe to be here and it is safe to be me. So perhaps you're in quite, I feel like you may be in, or you've just come out of a turbulent situation. So like your nervous system, so it's hard for you to calm your nerves to be able to receive the messages. So you can actually get yourself a black obsidian as well, which is quite common. It's quite popular crystal, protective crystal. Black stones in general are very protective, to remind you that you are safe in this present moment. So this may have been a situation from your past that may have made you move in fear or operate in the energy of fear, but you're not in that space anymore. If you are, you're being guided to move away from that space to a more calmer space so you can hear the messages, hear your intuition and your higher self. Black obsidian is your reminder that light cannot exist without the darkness. So you may have gone through some dark times recently, and it was just to show you the difference between dark and light, that without darkness there's no light. Everything's duality, everything's dual in life. So without the darkness there's no light, and without the light there's no darkness. So both are needed or required, so to speak, to keep the scales balanced. Talking about Libra and those scales again. So balancing your scales, not staying in one state of being, although it is necessary to express your emotions healthily, or as healthily as you can, but not to sit in that energy, to return back to your light, high vibrational self. All right, Libra, let's get some tarot on this and see what's really going on with you and for you. Okay, so I'm seeing some evil eye already, some envy and jealousy. And if this is you or someone that is directing this at you, third party situations, defensive energy. Okay, Libra, Sun, Moon and Rising. I'm also being guided to say your Venus placements as well. So Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. I feel as though you may have just left a situation because there was jealousy involved, or someone's left you due to jealousy. High Priestess. Okay, you may have intuition, or you may be a High Priestess, or this may be involving someone who's quite intuitive. Okay. Messages for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. What do they need to know at this time, Spirit? We have Strength, first card out. Leo energy. I can deal with whatever comes my way. So strength is needed at this time, or this is involving a Leo. Seven of Swords, deception, trickery, sneaky behavior. This can even be self-sabotage. Six of Cups. I said Six of Swords, so maybe someone's moving away from this drama or this trickery. Six of Cups, someone from the past. This could be a soulmate connection. It could involve children. Five of Swords, there it is. Jealousy, envy, sneaky behavior in regards to someone from the past. This may involve children as well. Jealous of a child. Jealous of someone's past life connection. Jealous of someone's past life connection. We have the Lovers card. So someone's jealous of a past life connection here, or a choice in love that was made. We have the Three of Wands as well, which represents opportunities coming in so you can move forward. Ships are coming in so you can balance yourself out and build a solid, stable foundation, which would be the Four of Wands. We've got 10 Wands. Heavy energy here, Libra. Heavy energy here, Libra. Heavy burdens from a soulmate or a lover that I feel had you in a third party situation. Queen of Pentacles. We have the Ten of Pentacles. Let's get one more. And we have the Star. So it's looking like there is some form of third party situation involving, could be yourself, a Leo, an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and also Aquarius energy, the Lovers, the Star card. Well, this can represent that this Queen of Pentacles is a healer. What I'm picking up is there is jealousy of a Queen of Pentacles who is doing good because she's in her bag, 10 Pentacles. She's actually a healer, coming out as the Star card. So it could be a star seed, a light worker, doing the divine's work, probably channeling messages from the intuition, which is what the... Okay. What I'm picking up, don't shoot the messenger, is that there's some jealousy. Someone's jealous, or you're jealous of someone who is in their purpose, someone that's very intuitive, and this may be a High Priestess, a healer, So there's been a lot of trickery and jealousy going on. 5 of Swords, 7 of Swords, negative energy being projected towards someone because of who they are and what they do. Now we've got 9 of Swords. Someone's having sleepless nights and anxiety because someone's not interested in them. All right, so this, I feel, is a third-party situation that you may have been turned down because someone else, the person you're interested in, is interested in this Queen of Pentacles, who is a healer, who's in her purpose, in her calling, and I feel this may intimidate you, Libra. Flip the roles if needed, if you're the cross-watcher, or not. There is a Leo here, and there is also a masculine that I feel is playing 2 people off each other. That's what I'm getting. And it's causing heavy burden and sleepless nights. That's probably where the negative energy is coming in, where you can't hear your intuition because there's so much negative energy that is being projected. There's the scales of justice, Libra energy. Queen of Swords, your energy. 5 of Pentacles. I feel that you're, okay, 5 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups. So I feel there's been a union or a separation over this other feminine. Knight of Swords, 2 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords. Someone has been slandering this person. 2 of Pentacles. Someone's been going back and forth, carrying information between 2 parties. I feel there's a lot of slander involved and heavy betrayals. 10 Wands, 10 Swords, 7 Swords, 5 Swords. Heavy trickery, deceitful, nasty, negative energy here. I calmly make the best possible decisions for myself and having to choose your battles carefully. So, 8 of Wands in reverse, that was, and I'm going to take it in reverse. So this healer, or the person that we're speaking of, this Queen of Pentacles, I feel her role is to speak, truth speaker. She's a truth speaker, she's a healer. She is in her mission, she's in her calling, she's in her purpose. So she perhaps speaks up as a light worker or a starseed for the collective, to raise the collective's consciousness. And I feel there is a lot of negative energy that is being projected towards this person, as well as slander and trickery to prevent this person from speaking, because someone's been playing in this person's energy, whether it's you or your person has been playing in this person's energy to prevent them from speaking, basically. 8 of Wands in reverse. So to stop the messages from being shared, perhaps. And that's where the 9 of Swords comes in, anxious, sleepless nights, because you're very much aware of what you've been doing to try and sabotage this person. You've been reckless and impulsive. And as a result, you're now in anxious energy. 9 Swords and 9 Wands, being heavily burdened, feeling the weight and pressure of your actions. 7 of Pentacles. So you invested in something and I don't feel it's moving forward with the Hanged Man. You could also be dealing with a Pisces or someone that is very promiscuous, or this could be you, promiscuous energy or very impulsive energy. Someone that lashes out with their words, that is quick-tongued with their words, very nasty tongue, nasty words that I'm feeling, nasty arguments. We have the Hermit. So this, okay, what I'm picking up is, that's the truth. Ace of Swords. There's been some nasty words that have been said about this person. This could be a Pisces that is spreading slander about this person. Perhaps you believed them and you jumped on the bandwagon, and now you're feeling the effects of, you know, the backlash of all these lies. 8 of Pentacles. Five of Cups, Temperance and Justice. I feel now you're in deep regret for the role that you played in this betrayal towards this Queen of Pentacles. I feel someone's in some form of regret or grieving someone or something. Are you in separation now? Perhaps there's been arguments between you about this person, about this feminine energy who's in her 10 Pentacles, and there's some form of separation to balance out the situation, and that is divine justice at play. Divine justice needed to be, involved in the situation. So there's a sense of calm that's coming now. And in this calm, you're able to now find the clarity that you need. Clarity with the Ace of Swords. Eight of Swords. Imprisonment, mental imprisonment, or this could be a physical, someone's going to prison, and that's justice. For slander, defamation of character, about a divine feminine. The divine feminine will always receive justice because she's doing the works of the Most High. She's in her purpose. She's doing her life. She's doing her mission. The reason why she's here, or the why he's here. Divine masculine. Basically, someone's been playing with a divine feminine high priestess, and now they're experiencing God's karma. And that's your message. Whether it was you or the person you were entertaining, perhaps they got you to jump on the bandwagon with them to try and sabotage this feminine, to stop her messages from getting out, to stop her from speaking up, to stop her flow, her workflow, because there was a bit of jealousy here. Not a bit, a lot of jealousy here, a lot of evil eye. And now you're in the Five of Cups energy. Regret, remorse, grief, sorrow, sadness. Ace of Cups. Needing to learn to love yourself. It says, I welcome new love and trust what it brings. Too many. Moving forward. What's the messages moving forward? The Fool card. Taking a leap of faith. Oof. Taking a leap of faith towards the devil. The Queen of Cups, the devil, Two of Cups. So I feel what this person is doing, after they've involved you in their drama, which they created themselves, they're now wanting to take a leap of faith back in the opposite direction to this Queen of Pentacles, who's in her bag, 10 Pentacles. Now wanting to hop over to this side, now that they've made a mess of your life. And they're fixated, they're obsessed now with this divine feminine high priestess who is emotionally balanced and emotionally stable and nurturing, obsessed with reuniting with this person, or obsessed with the relationship. There's some form of possessiveness and obsessive. Okay, so this person has got a possessive streak about them. They're obsessing and feeling very possessive over this Empress High Priestess. And I feel they've been juggling between you and this person. 9 Pentacles. This person is independent, nurtures themselves. That's perhaps the reason why this person now wants to hop over to her side of the fence, because she's in her bag. 9 Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. The Sun. Leo energy again. This Leo is on track for a new beginning. On track for a new beginning. Definitely a Leo. We have 3 cards here suggesting it's a Leo. So you've been in competition with a Leo. Flip the roles if needed. I'm just the messenger. And this is involving a masculine energy that has been playing you. Perhaps for your finances. And now they're on their horse, moving in another direction, because they've got their eyes on these pentacles over here. Someone that's independent in her purpose and experiencing newness, new beginnings. This is what this person has got their eye on. Evil eyeing her. Divine feminine high priestess energy. And this is what was the third party situation. So you was in a third party situation, but not necessarily, because I don't feel that this divine feminine, this high priestess, would be interested in someone as low vibrational as that. So this person has put you in a imaginary third party situation. This is perhaps where the Eight of Swords coming in. It's like it's all in your head. It's all in their head. So now you're in a mental prison while this person is on their journey to move closer towards someone that is not interested in them anyway. Three of Pentacles. So the Chariot, moving forward, building yourself back up, building up your work, partnerships, collaborations. Advice for Libra. I you said Virgo. Maybe dealing with Virgo. Advice for Libra. The advice is King of Pentacles. It says, I am sure of my place in the world. So to get grounded. Get grounded and be secure and stable in your own energy. So you don't need to be codependent on anyone else. This person, the Queen of Pentacles, she's in the Nine of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles represents independence, not needing anyone to rely on. She relies on herself. She relies on her intuition. She relies on the Most High. And this is, I feel, is what you're being guided to do, to get independent, not relying on people. So when they do decide to up and leave out of the blue, you're not left in grief and sorrow, that you're okay, you're stable in your own energy. But this is judgment. Perhaps for the part that you played, although you may have been innocent, you weren't, you were fed a lie or fed stories, you still had a choice. So judgment, you're making a judgment call, or this is your judgment. Two of Swords. You weren't able to see clearly. You weren't sure of the truth. So you were fed lies. You were fed lies to keep you around, basically. Two of Wands to keep you there. King of Swords, Knight of Cups. This person was an emotional manipulator that you were dealing with, and they used logic. King of Swords. They were very cold. They knew how to play you for your emotions, to tug at your emotions. This is a narcissist. Yep. Five of Wands. Very angry. Or this has left you feeling very angry because you were breadcrumbed. This was all for security, all for money, and perhaps now the money's gone or the novelty's gone, they've got their eye on this person that they actually put you in a competition with. Three Swords, three people involved. Left you heartbroken. Let's get some advice for Libra to close out the reading. The Emperor, Five Pentacles, Four Pentacles, Ten of Cups. Okay, so what I'm picking up is that this person is very controlling. I'm picking up narcissist, but they're in Five Pentacles. They're broke. This is the reason why they look for people that they feel have got money or got things or got, material items or got a home or a bed. So they could bind themselves, Four of Pentacles, to you. I feel you may have actually had some deep feelings for this person, but they unfortunately didn't for you. They left you, Eight of Cups. I feel like this person was your happiness, the Ten of Cups. But it was all control tactics. It was all games they were playing with you. They knew what strings to pull, and how to make you happy long enough to keep you around. But it's looking like either you've walked away or they've walked away. Someone's doing some stalking online, you or them. Let's get a final card to close the reading. Nine of Cups. I trust in the flow of life. So moving forward, you're being guided to just trust in the flow of life, ebb and flow, taking life as it comes. I feel you may even, take time with the alcohol. I feel you may be resorting to drinking to get through this situation. Sleepless nights, drinking. Four of Cups. Drinking yourself to sleep because this person's not interested in you. You need to look after yourself, Libra. Get grounded, get stable, get secure. Solid, stable foundation. Four of Wands. This may have even been a twin flame dynamic that you got involved in. I feel this is twin flames. This is a divine feminine, and perhaps this is the masculine, because the Emperor came out. Yeah, this is divine masculine and divine feminine, and perhaps this Emperor is a false twin, or he chose the karmic path, so he's no longer able to go where this divine feminine is going, and clearly not allowed to go where she's going now after how they've treated you and this divine feminine. So this person needs healing. I feel Seven of Cups, King of Cups, Four of Swords. I feel this person actually has mental health issues. They're delusional, and I feel they need healing with the Four of Swords. I feel this is another reason why this person is trying to move towards this High Priestess, Empress, healer with the Star card, is because they know that they're a healer, and they know that whatever ailments or illness or energy issues that they have or blockages, they know that this person would be able to heal them. This is their twin, but this twin flame dynamic has come to an end. It's death. It's been transmuted and transformed into a new opportunity for this divine feminine. Death and the world, double confirmation that this situation has closed out. So there's no need to be envying this person, because this person, one, is not interested in this low vibrational masculine, and two, it was a whole heap of lies that this person told you anyway. So you're now being guided to move away from this person, Six of Swords, because they're that low vibrational. All they do is pull your vibration down. Remember your oracle message, your oracle cards was you need to raise your frequency so you're able to hear the messages and the guidance. It says silence is a source of strength. I welcome a quiet mind and soul, and I welcome new paths with intuitive balance and inner harmony. So this cycle that you went through with this person anyway, I don't feel it was healthy for you anyway. It was very out of balance. It was very argumentative, very low vibrational, playing off each other, playing jealousy games with each other, trying to get each other jealous. It was not for you anyway, so keep it moving, close out the cycle, and know that bigger and better is coming for you as you heal yourself. All right, Libra, if it resonates, let me know. Hit that like, subscribe, and follow for me if it resonates. If you'd like to book a personal reading, you could do so via the website naturalmiracles.co.uk, or you can just drop me a DM or an email. Keep moving forward, Libra, knowing that this cycle did not serve you at all. Release it all, raise that vibration, and keep it moving. All right, and allow karma to do the rest. All right, you take care, Libra.